So today's mental muscles class is going to be focused on composure under pressure. So we're going to talk a little bit about what it looks like to be composed and how we can calm ourselves in the face of pressure. So what does it look like to have composure? Athletes maybe that you've seen or have you felt it?
They're like in the zone.
Okay, in the zone, good.
Focus, concentrated.
Focus, concentrated.
Feel calm.
Calm, okay.
They like always look like they know what they're doing.
Look like they know what they're doing, confident, yeah. How about physically? Any like physical things going on? Like what's their body language look like?
Relaxed, not tense.
Okay, relaxed.
Loose.
Loose, yeah, all good ones. So, in this situation, I don't know if you guys can see the picture well, but anyone know the Duke-UNC rivalry? How big that basketball rivalry is? So Austin Rivers, right? I picked him as our little composer person, and they're playing away at UNC, Duke, and they're down by 2. Clock's running out, there's about 5 seconds left. Austin Rivers takes this shot with 1 second left on the clock. Does he look calm?
Yeah.
Focused? Yeah, so there's a lot of pressure in this situation though, right? But he's remained composed. The shot goes in. So he's doing something to keep him calm, to keep him composed. So what are some things that might get in the way of you remaining composed under pressure?
Self-doubt.
Self-doubt. That's a big one.
Not like the weather, like not
Okay.
ideal situation.
So maybe like exterior factors, the weather,
Your outside life.
outside life. Okay, can you maybe elaborate on that?
Like problems you have.
Okay, so parents, yeah.
Like if you're in like a fight with like your friends or something.
Okay, so just things outside of whatever sport is going on, and these are some things that are maybe getting in the way of remaining composed. Anything else?
Like how many people are there, like the amount of pressure, the certain people that are there.
Yeah.
College pressure.
So the audience, if there's college coaches there, depending on who's watching you, maybe you got a big fan in the stands, and you know you're nervous about that. Anything else? Lo, you got any?
Like stress and anxiety.
Stress and anxiety, yeah. So these are definitely some things that can pull you out of your zone. I put hurdles up here. This is Lolo Jones, and as you can see, she didn't get over that last hurdle. I believe in this situation, it was the race before the Olympic trials, so she was like the favorite to win in the 100-meter run, I believe. And she made it over all 8 hurdles. She had 2 more to go, and on the 9th hurdle, she just lost her composure and she didn't win the race. So there's actually a pretty neat video on this if you guys are interested in watching it, but we'll keep moving on for today. So can we remain composed when we feel that pressure? When these different things come up, when we're having that self-doubt, when maybe parents are in the stands, or maybe some college coaches are here to watch us play? Can we remain composed? So right now I want you guys to partner up, and we're gonna do a little activity to see if you guys can focus on that task that you need to get done, and also remain composed and be able to continue pushing through. So, yeah, you guys are gonna be partners, you be partners? All right, so real simple task, right? All you guys have to do is remain having eye contact with your partner. Okay, I'm gonna time you, we're gonna do it for a minute. Real simple, 60 seconds. Keep eye contact with your partner, can't do anything else though. No, you can blink and you can breathe, but that's about it, okay? So no talking, no laughing, no looking away. Our goal is to remain having eye contact with our partner. All right, you guys got that? Any questions? Okay, so I'm gonna time you for a minute. Ready? Go. Long minute, huh? All right, stop. Okay, I could really feel the tension in that exercise. So, what was hard about that? What made that difficult for you?
Awkward.
It was awkward,
Uncomfortable.
uncomfortable. Okay. What did you say?
Her leg.
Her leg was just
No, yeah, she's like this
flapping back and forth.
So I can't stop.
Honestly, I couldn't even tell if you were looking at her. Like your face looked like you were looking over here. So I was gonna say something, but she seemed to be having eye contact with you. Anything else? What were some thoughts that were going through your head during that exercise?
Stop staring at me.
Stop staring at me. Stop moving your leg. Okay.
minute over.
When's the minute over? Yeah. So obviously that was definitely probably uncomfortable. And most of you were laughing a little bit. You know, we weren't able to maintain that composure the whole way through. But what we're gonna do next is practice something that can keep us relaxed in those moments. So when that anxiety builds up, when those thoughts start building up, we can kind of bring ourselves back to the present moment and focus on something in the moment, and also use those relaxation responses. So what we're gonna practice is, oh, I totally forgot about this slide. So it's important to continue to have all these things, right? Because sometimes we can't get rid of outside factors going on, right? Sometimes we can't control the weather. Not sometimes, but all the time. Yeah, we can't control it. And sometimes those feelings that come up, maybe we don't have as much confidence that day. Maybe we do have a little more self-doubt. Maybe we're having some of those thoughts, that negative self-talk getting in our way. But that's all normal, right? Because we're human. So how can we continue to feel all those things, not try and push it away, not try and eliminate it, but feel all those things and then continue to do the tasks that we have. So whether that's getting a bunt down or just playing catch, right? So being in the moment. Has anyone ever seen Inside Out? If you haven't, looks like you haven't, I would highly suggest you watch it. So in this movie, you see all the different emotions that kind of play a role in our main character's life, Riley. And the whole time, Joy, who's like the leader of Riley's brain, is trying to figure out, like, why is sadness? Like, why are you here? What is your purpose? Like, you don't need to be here. You don't add anything. But we need all these emotions. So what we're going to try and do is learn how to be able to feel all these emotions and also continue to do the tasks that we need to get done. So one of these things that can help us is breathing, right? Have you guys heard before, like your coach just say, just relax and breathe. Just relax. Are you guys able to do that? No? Just relax, just calm down, chill out. You know, just get it done. But are we actually practicing relaxing? Are we actually practicing learning how to calm ourselves down? So I'm gonna test you guys a little bit. Let me see you all, if I say take a big deep breath, let me see what it looks like. And see if we're breathing correctly. Okay, so y'all failed. Okay, so what I saw was chest filling up, eyes kind of bulging out of our head, shoulders getting big. Now that's a big breath, but not necessarily a deep breath. So the type of breathing we want to do is a deep breath. So we want to fill our belly, bring that air all the way down into our stomachs. Okay? So I want you guys to put one hand on your stomach right now, and maybe one hand on your chest too, that way we can feel. And when you breathe that air in, I want you to try and fill your belly, almost as if you're like pushing that hand out, kind of like you have a food baby. Okay? So that feeling of food baby, and then when you exhale, that stomach should fall, okay? So when you breathe in, that stomach should expand. And when you breathe out, then that stomach should fall. So just take a couple breaths to see if you can inhale, bring that air all the way in through your belly, and then exhale and feel that belly fall. Good. So are you guys noticing that this hand is moving more than this hand now? So just a quick fact about why this is important type of breathing, because I'm sure you're thinking like, I breathe all the time, like this isn't a big deal, I already know how to breathe. But in these situations, if we belly breathe, that can actually activate our relaxation system in our body. So I don't know if any of you guys have taken anatomy before, but we have two different types of nervous systems, like that sympathetic and parasympathetic. Has anyone ever taken anatomy yet? Okay, so when you take anatomy or a science course like that, you'll learn about these nervous systems. So the sympathetic nervous system activates that anxiety that we need for if a tiger came into the room, right? If a tiger came in, I'm pretty sure we wouldn't want to be relaxed. Or we wouldn't want to just be like, okay, come tiger, be in line with us, right? We'd probably want to figure out a way how to escape the room, fight the tiger. That's what we'd be trying to do, figure out how to survive. So when there's danger, that's when that sympathetic nervous system shoots up. So we feel tense, our heart starts beating really fast, maybe we get shaky. All these things that maybe you feel when you have some nervousness or anxiety kicks up. So in this situation, maybe if your coach is giving you the bunt sign or the squeeze and that anxiety is still kicking up, that's when we can use that sympathetic nervous system or that parasympathetic nervous system, because we're not necessarily in danger there, right? There's no tiger in the room, but we're still experiencing that situation like there is. So what we want to try and do is calm our brain and calm our body so that it knows we're not in danger. It's normal to react that way because our brains have kind of evolved in this way because it's learned to kind of protect us from danger. And when we feel those pressure situations, that nervousness goes up. So what we want to try and do is tell our body, hey, everything's okay, everything's cool. Okay, we can be calm right now. We're not fighting for our lives. We're just trying to get this bunt down. So, can you hit the next slide, please? I want you guys to try and practice this when you're not necessarily anxious or nervous, when you're not necessarily in that pressure situation. That way, when you get there, you already feel like you've practiced something that you're able to implement into your game. So imagine walking into a test and you're all about to take a test on Chinese today. It's going to impact your grade heavily, 50% of your grade. You didn't study at all, so how are you going to feel? Probably anxious, not prepared, probably like you're not going to do well. So try and think about this the same way as training your brain, right? The more we do it when we're not anxious, the more we're going to be able to implement that into our game when we are feeling nervous, anxious. So when can you guys implement this? When can you practice your breathing? Because I know you've been breathing this whole time. No one's passed out on me, no one's laying on the floor. You've all been breathing this whole time. So when can you practice intentionally breathing to focus on filling that belly with air and bringing that relaxation to your body?
Before you go to bed.
Before you go to bed, that's a good time. Help you fall asleep maybe, relax that body.
When you wake up.
When you wake up, okay, kind of start your day.
Before tests.
Okay, before tests.
Before game.
Before a game, yeah.
I was going to say when you wake up.
Okay, you can practice it when you wake up. I just want you guys to pick some time that you're going to remember. Okay, I just woke up. Maybe I have a reminder on my phone to breathe now. That way we can start practicing this so it becomes a daily habit. That way when we get in situations where we feel that rush of anxiety, that rush of adrenaline, we know how to relax and calm down. Okay? So, in this session today, give me one thing that you're going to take away. Maybe anything that you've learned today or anything that you're going to take with you besides breathing.
Like recognizing like when we're not like super comfortable in a situation, like how to deal with that.
Okay, recognizing when you're not comfortable in a situation, how to deal with it. Good.
That we can't like make all our like we have all our emotions for a reason, and like they're not just gonna go away. So we have to learn how to deal with them.
Yeah, that's a great thing to take away. So you're not just going to be able to get rid of all these emotions. You have them for a reason, but learning how to continue to focus. Good.
Like not worrying about the things you can't control, like the weather.
Yeah. So not worrying about those external factors, parents, the weather, recruiting, whatever it is.
I was gonna say what I said, like recognizing.
Okay. Recognizing when you have that pressure so that you can implement the breathing. Awesome. Any questions that you guys have? All right.